Hey guys, what's up? It is your friend Lloyd here from thenewwayfitness.com. It is Wednesday, July 18th, 2012, and we've got another interesting article today for you guys that I saw on the latimes.com. This was posted about a week or so ago. It's talking about what type of foods you eat, what kind of calories you consume. And study says it's not just how many calories, but what kind of calories you consume. So a small study, remember, a small study indicates that the proportion of carbohydrates, protein, and fat that one eats may determine whether weight loss is temporary or enduring, which means, constant. So a calorie is a calorie, which is a calorie, right? Or is it? Maybe not. A small study has found once the pounds are shed, the proportions of carbohydrates, proteins, and fat you chow down on may determine whether you keep the weight off or slowly but surely pack on pounds again. In an intensive 7-month experiment during which 21 overweight men and the women had their diets strictly controlled down to each last morsel, researchers showed that a traditional low-fat diet seemed to make the metabolism more sluggish than a high-protein one during the most difficult part of weight loss, keeping fat off once it's shed. The preliminary work, which was published Tuesday in the Journal of the American Medical Association, blah blah blah, provides support for a growing group of scientists who argue that what people eat may just be as key as how much they eat. So in a nutshell, from a metabolic perspective, all calories are not alike. Interesting, said a study senior author Dr. David Ludwig, director of the New Balance Foundation Obesity Prevention Center at blah blah blah. The quality of the calories going in affect the quantity of the calories going out. Maintaining weight loss is a challenge, which is true, that stems the vast majority of people away. Only 1 in 6 overweight and obese adults say they have never held on to a loss of 10% body weight or greater for even a year. Interesting. Scientists knew that weight loss was accompanied by a slowdown in the body's metabolism. To test whether different foods might influence that, this doctor and his colleagues recruited overweight and obese adults between ages of 18 to 40. From years 2006 to 2010, they marched the volunteers through several controlled feeding studies. The 13 men and 8 women found a 12-week weight loss regimen that helped them shed 10 to 15% of their body weight, followed by a 4-week weight stabilization phase. After that, each subject was fed 3 different diets for 4 weeks at a time. A traditional low-fat diet, which is 60% carbs, 20% fat, 20% protein. A low glycemic index diet, 40% carbs, 40% fat, 20% protein. And a very low-carb diet, a la Atkins diets. 10% carbs, 60% fat, 30% protein. At the beginning of the study and at the end of each 4-week stint, the subjects were hospitalized for 3 days to undergo a battery of tests. Scientists measured their resting energy expended using indirect and direct methods, which, accesses, I guess, how much you're breathing in to calculate the calories burned. They also looked at all energy burned by the subject in a day, blah blah blah. Let's get down to what happened. Okay, for all 3 diets, the rate of the calories burned at rest was lower than before weight loss, but over the course of a day, the subjects burned more than 300 additional calories on average when on the very low carb diet compared to the low fat diet. That's roughly equal to an hour of moderate physical activity without lifting a finger. Interesting. So, subjects burned 200 additional calories on the low glycemic index than on the low-fat diet. And let's see. It's a small study, so I want to see it repeated, but I have no reason to doubt the result. So, basically, So it is what it is. It's a small study, but they are ignoring the nutritional value of food and focusing on specific calories, carbs, protein, fat. I guess, this is interesting read, but it's all about what I think is it's about your calories, counting your calories. I count my calories, so I think it's more a calorie deficit type thing, but I don't know. Small study. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Check out our website, thenewwayfitness.com. Peace out.